Welcome to the forest. Today, we're gonna go look for Bigfoot. Come on, let's go. The legend of Bigfoot, Sasquatch. Does he really exist? There's a large amount of different legends throughout different parts of the world. He's called Bigfoot, Sasquatch, the Yeti, and in China, Yaren. That's right. They even have Bigfoot in China, the Sasquatch. It's a worldwide phenomenon, so I think this is one of the reasons why it has captured so many people's attention. What started the modern Bigfoot craze was the Patterson-Gimlin film, shot decades ago, and it's still probably pretty much the most convincing piece of video out there. So if the Patterson-Gimlin film is a fake, kudos to them, because wow. Wow. For it to hold water this long, they did a really good job. This is a trail camera. Some of you have seen my compilations of the different wildlife running around the forest here. These things are set up all around here. If Bigfoot was in this forest, I think I'd have caught him by now. Professional Bigfoot hunters being sponsored by large media corporations like the History Channel. And if you watch some of the stuff that the History Channel produces, it's completely comical. What's so comical about the hundreds and hundreds of big budget dollar productions that these media corporations have funded is that they always run out into the woods, and every single time they almost found him. They carry FLIR scopes with them to help see the thermal images of Bigfoot in the woods and in the forest and in the hills and the mountains at night. I actually have been planning on doing this video for quite some time. I've had some people, some subscribers, people in my personal life and other things talk about Bigfoot. And knowing that I live literally out here in the middle of nowhere in the forest, a lot of people ask about him. But I waited to do this film simply because if you look at a lot of those big budget films, every single one of them are almost always filmed in the wintertime. So why can't they catch Bigfoot? Well, it's because if he does exist, he's just a lot like a bear. When the sun gets low in the sky, the days get short and it gets cold, the only thing I want to do is eat and sleep and hibernate. Bears and large mammals, they hibernate in the wintertime. Why wouldn't Sasquatch be any different? So when these idiots run out, and it's all, I mean, there's History Channel documentation of them flying over the Pacific Northwest in a helicopter with FLIR scopes looking for Bigfoot in 6 feet of snow. That dude is buried and sleeping if he exists. I think they film them in the wintertime because it gives them a more dramatic effect. A much more dramatic effect. Plus you can actually see through the trees a little bit. Cinematography. But don't worry, even though we almost found him this time, we'll get him next time, so keep watching. And now it's finding Bigfoot. I've got myself thousands and thousands of years of Bigfoot hunting experience. I know for a fact I'm gonna get him this time. Ain't that right, Cletus? That's right, Earl. We got ourselves one of them funky night vision scopes. We gonna get him this time. Yes, we are. We're gonna get him. Did you hear that? He was over there. Yeah, I heard it. Let's go. Grab the camera equipment. Come on, Earl, hurry up. He's over here. I saw him. We're gonna find him. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him this time. There he is. Be quiet now. Be quiet. I can see him, Earl. Well, all my joking aside, you know, my shenanigans. I did actually one time, and this is in all seriousness, on my trail camera, I did catch something at night that I have no idea what in the world it was. It was in the summer, in the period of time when I would expect that if there was any large mammals roaming around, you would catch them. And I really don't know what it was. Actually had some of my co-workers take a look at it, and everybody looked at it, and we were just kind of like, I don't know. So I was running out of film space, well, memory space, not film space. You don't film these days, showing my age. Anyway, so I moved it over to an SD card, and that footage got corrupted. I know, horrible excuse, but it is the truth. It got corrupted and I lost the footage. To this day, I have no clue what in the world I saw on that trail camera footage. Just one time. So, bottom line, do I believe in Bigfoot? Well, the answer is both yes and no. Do I think that Bigfoot lives, Sasquatch, lives in the deciduous forests of the Midwestern United States? My answer on that is most definitely no. Could there possibly be a population of maybe one or two of them living somewhere in the Smoky Mountain Range? Maybe. That's a possibility. Do they live in the American Northwest? That's a possibility too, but if they do, their populations have got to be extremely small. But I do, however, believe that they once existed. I think that they are now extinct. Way too many Native American legends, way too many pioneers that have seen them. Because back in the day, they used to call them boogers. All the Bigfoot stuff aside, there is another North American legend told by the Native Americans about the Wendigo. It's not cute. It's not cuddly, it's not mystical like Bigfoot is. The Wendigo is actually terrifying. And that is a story we'll leave for another video. But when do I get the story about the Wendigo? It's got to be very cold, and there's got to be a lot of snow on the ground. Stay tuned. So, as the sun begins to set in the sky and the temperatures begin to plummet, I am going to see you on the next Bad Panda Videos. You know what I'm gonna say? You're coming back. You know you are. Oh yeah. Bigfoot!
Bad panda, bad panda.